please watch this video.
I don't know anything concern. I go carry you go meet something like this. I go carry you go meet officer. I go carry you go meet officer. Officer. I go carry you go meet officer, man. I go carry you go meet officer. Officer, I don't know. I don't know officer. Officer, I don't know. Baba, officer, I don't know. Jesus.
I don't care what that boy did. See, look at me. I don't care what that boy did. But as long as he has not been pronounced guilty, and for the fact that he was on call already, you have already caught him. You have no right as a police officer to shoot or take the life of another person when you're already having that person in your custody. The person has not been pronounced guilty. You have no right to take the life of another person. Before you guys come ahead and start saying, Jacqueline, you're always talking about the Nigerian police and the rest. You're always talking about it. Mind you, I grew up in the police barracks, Shelkan police barracks. There's nobody in that barracks that does not know my father. There's nobody. I'm not going to mention his name. I grew up in that barracks. There's nobody. For the fact that if you knew my dad very well, dad, he was an upright person. He was an upright person. And he grew up in that. He was always bringing reports. Back home. He would tell me this is what happened, or we'll talk about it, and he'd be like, Jacqueline analyzes. That was whenever I analyze a report for him, he would not be like, Jacqueline, do you really think? I would not be like, I'll help you to suggest and the rest. I was a child, I was a very smart child. And that was when my love for journalism came up, because he wanted me to be a journalist. And me too, I love reading newspapers. So I was always analyzing news. Before you go ahead and start saying, why do you hate Nigerian police so much? Just know that I had a background. I grew up in the police barracks and I grew up in that kind of environment. So you cannot come and start telling me what I don't know. So basically, I want to tell you this. You have no right as a police officer to take the life of another person when the person has not been pronounced guilty. And when you have the person in your custody already, you have no right. Make it understand. Make me understand. Last year, this video is long. I'm sorry, I'm pissed. Last year, a stray bullet hit a young boy. Yes, a young boy. A stray bullet though, because the police officer was trying to chase another person. In his defense, he said the boy was a Yahoo boy, the person he was trying to chase. So he shot his gun and his bullets met the wrong person. I'm not trying to justify anything, no, but you check it. The Nigerian police in this country, honestly, have a reputation of always not knowing when to take action. I am sorry, I have observed this thing and I am tired. It's either they are doing one thing or the other. I'm trying to curtail my words. Right now. I feel like the Nigerian police there's a police academy already. They should educate their officers, honestly. I don't care if if you have been in the police for 35 years. You need re-education. Quote me when I'm wrong. You people need re-education, because why did you end the life of that boy like that? Why was his life ended like that when you had him already in your custody?